going to talk randomly, and sometimes I feel like turning off the comment section. Not because people say bad things or because I don't like to hear people give comments, but sometimes I have to kind of erase the idea that anybody's going to watch this or even say anything about it, because I like to speak very freely about things. And there is a kind of self-consciousness that I have to overcome every time I put up a video. I think by nature I'm pretty much like, I guess most people would call me a shy person. But I talk a lot on these videos. I talk and talk and talk and talk. And I think if other people I know at work, for example, look at these, as some people do, I feel almost, I don't want to say embarrassed, but I do almost, because I don't really talk that much. Because I think that it's not that I want to avoid debates. It's just I know that my thinking is, and I try, in the early days when I made videos, I used to always say controversial. I use the word controversial. But what I mean by that is, like, people always take lines and positions on things. And people want endorsements of whatever view they have about things. They want you to endorse their view. If they believe in God, you have to believe in God. If they don't believe in God, you have to be an atheist. And yeah, I know there are several people at my workplace who are atheists. And people, somebody believes in a conspiracy theory about something. You have to believe in a conspiracy theory. The government planned the 9/11 attacks. You have to believe it. It's like this sort of forced equality, of the forced balance. If you're my friend, you got to believe what I believe. You got to believe this. And then they put out the evidence because they feel very strongly. They feel very passionate. I know, and I've talked to a few people. In fact, I'm going to be honest. I have not yet talked to anybody who didn't think that the September 11th attacks were a conspiracy. I have yet to run into anybody who thought that they were just, the planes crashed into the buildings, and pretty much what we heard on the news. Yeah, there's some secret stuff the government keeps, but not that they actually plotted and planned. You could have a person bribed over here and a person bribed over there who might have done something, but the government as a whole. You very rarely find anybody who just accepts it on face value. Everybody's looking for something bigger to what happened, and they want you to go along with it. And I don't always go along with it. I think that's why, in many ways, I wind up being very much an isolated person. And I think it's one of the reasons why I don't get a lot of views, which is okay, which is perfectly okay, because I'm going to say this to everybody, with all the sweetness and kindness of everybody who's very kind and sweet to me. I don't really want advice on how to get more views. I actually don't want. Now, I have a video now that is going to have about 15,000 views on it. If I turn and check today, it'll probably be up to about 15,000. That video, I actually don't like it anymore. I used to. I liked it when I was making it, and I used to enjoy it when it was getting a few views, but I don't like it anymore because I had to actually regulate the way the comments were done, because people were leaving all kind of things, calling me a nigger and saying all kind of stuff on it. And when you get popular, it gets bad. I don't like it. I don't want to be popular. I just want to speak. I just want to say what I think. I'm not asking for endorsements on my views. I'm saying this now because I do feel something about that. I know this video, it's okay if it gets a few views and stuff, and if people leave comments, it's okay. It's just that I don't really want to be all that popular. I just want to speak. That's all. I just want to express myself. I've always expressed myself in some form. I would do it a lot in writing for about the past 30 years. I've been writing and writing and writing. I don't publish. I don't put things out there. And one day I hope to publish a book or something. But I just like to express my thoughts on something. In the past it was just on tape and nobody ever listened to. I gave some of my tapes to people, and boy, that was a mistake. At least back then. Now I think I can handle, people's comments. I think people actually receive my stuff a lot more positive than I thought. I'm just rambling on right now, but it's just the thoughts on my mind about it. But there's always this pressure in life that everybody should think the same and believe the same things. And I don't believe that. think you should believe what you believe. But at least be honest in that belief. Be true in what you believe. That's the only thing I would ask. I'm not asking believe what I believe, because that would be arrogant. That would be like me pretending that I found the answers to everything, and the only way, like I'm there to, critique everybody else's beliefs. I'm not there to do that. I'm just putting up videos. That's all. I'm just a guy, as I said in my thing, I'm just a guy with a camera and an opinion, and that's it. And I think that's the way it should be. But I like to talk. I love to talk about my ideals and what I think. And I like to listen to other people talk about their ideals and what they think and what they believe. And it's nice to hear it sometimes. That's all.